what time does it
Well,
start?
it starts at 2 in the afternoon.
2 till.
2 till 4.
And it's for who? Is it for the public?
It's for the patrons of the Windmill players who've been supporting us for many years, and so we're giving them an entertainment afternoon.
Excellent.
Based on Allo.
Because
So-
it is our 70th.
Yes.
Yeah.
70th anniversary.
So we can't mention that the public can come along to it.
No.
Right.
No.
So we'll say it's a closed ticket thing,
Yeah.
but we'll concentrate on the fact it's your 70th anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. And if we could make a link into the next day, which is Tram Sunday.
Yes, we can, because we'll be doing something about Tram Sunday
yeah,
on
because
Saturday.
Di has written a sketch
Excellent.
for Tram Sunday,
Excellent.
and if you can ask her about that, that
Yeah.
will be the link into that.
70th anniversary celebrations this year then.
Yes, yes.
You know what, after I came out here and did that live lunchtime favourites programme in October or November last year, whenever it was, we had 3 different theatre companies call us afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Saying, I believe that you went out to Windmill Players. Could you come to Glasgow? And I can't remember who they were. And I was like,
Oh good, well
can't
that's
make
right.
it, I'm sorry.
Just jealousy.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good plug, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So I mean,
it's-
if that can cover our 70th, what we're doing for the patrons, Allo, then the link into the next day, and then some background maybe from Steve, which is the set design that he does for all the plays, and if you want to then get back to Di, she can tell you about the murder mysteries that we've just finished.
What we
And then
need
these
to
men
do
about the film
is-
club.
I'm gonna,
We have got a lot of material.
what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
in all, because if I sit here now and interview each and every
Yeah.
one of you, I'll get 5 minutes easily
Yeah.
from all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you. That's 25 minutes,
Yeah.
and I only need
That's
4.
right. Okay.
All right. So the
Montage
reason,
bit.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you all to introduce yourself. One of you has to talk about the fact it's your anniversary, so one of you has
I'll
to
do that.
mention the history.
I'll do that.
So if you could start this, and I need you to literally say, "Hi, I'm David Baxter. I've played many roles here over the years.
Yeah.
I came when I was, I don't know,
Yes. 17. Yes.
I came here when I was 17, and I've been here blah blah years,
Yeah.
and it's a great drama group. It's not a drama theatre company because and then just explain the theatre company side of it to start with.
Right.
That would be brilliant.
Right. Okay.
And then if we go to you then, and you say, "Hi, I'm..." What's your name again?
Di Timmins.
Di Timmins. How do you spell Timmins?
Timmins.
Brilliant. For the just say, and then if you just say something along the lines of to say thank you to all of those who've supported us over the past 70 years. We're doing a special one-off anniversary afternoon tea. It's going to be a great affair, blah blah blah, and then you can tell
We
us
used the
about it.
Allo that we
Yeah.
because we did the production. How long
Excellent.
ago was it? Was it
When
4
did you
years
do
ago?
Allo?
Yeah. You got that one.
Yeah.
And you can then just say it's perfect. It will
May
provide the
2012.
perfect setting for an afternoon tea
Yes,
and
yes.
blah blah blah, and that's why you're doing it. That's great.
May 2012. It's on the programme it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's 4 years ago.
And then, who then wants to speak out?
Then can you,
Yes, you can.
Steve, as the sort of the background to all of these things, which is the set designing.
Stephen Cummins.
Stephen.
Cummins. Steve or Stephen?
What do you want your Sunday name? You know.
Stephen. Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Cummins. And then if you just say I'm the set designer extraordinaire and tell me what else you do, okay? And it's an essential part. We need to fit in the fact you've got these wonderful studios because a lot of theatre companies, I mentioned this last time I came because we came and had a look round the costumes department.
Yeah. Shall I say that in the introduction where
yeah,
we're
you
sitting?
can do because I can change it
Yeah, you can move
around
things
and
around,
move things
can't you?
around. So that's brilliant.
Yeah. Now.
And then what's your name?
Steve Pennington.
So if you say, and you're going to talk about the film club, are you?
Yeah.
on top of what we do, we've developed it to the 21st century, and we've got a film club now. It's been running for blah blah many years, and then you can talk about that. What else did you want to mention?
The murder mysteries, which sort of brings us back to Die. Then it's just under the heading of, yes, we do a lot for our patrons at the main theatre, but we put a lot into the community as well. For example, Murder Mysteries, which we've just completed, and on Tram Sunday, 17th of July, and that would be our sort of final pitch for the future.
Okay, we'll go back to you for that day. If I ask you a question which will lead you into what I want to hear, sorry to be bossy, but if I do that, if you could answer it, so I can take me out of it completely. Then you can then. So if I say, tell us about Tram Sunday, if you then just say
for Tram Sunday,
yes, exactly, that'd be lovely. And what's your name again?
John Davis, Davis.
And what's your role for the film club too?
I'm in the film club, with Steve Pennington.
He's also a very good stage manager for the main house plays.
Oh, thank you, Darren. That's the kind of you.
It's true.
I'll put you down on my CV if that's okay.
Oh.
And have all of you over the years acted as well in productions?
But not with the Windmill Players.
With another group?
Yes.
Well, we won't mention that, shall we?
No, don't mention the war.
I was also at the Actors Institute in London.
Okay.
I did cabaret and something like that.
Right. Do you? I mean, have you acted in a Windmill Players?
No.
Do you not want to?
I have.
Have they tried to get you
I have a cabaret life outside the Windmill Players. Let's say that.
Right. Have they tried to involve you though?
Well, I'm not really designed for what they do here.
Bet they nag you to try and do it then.
I mean, if they want a Miss Marple, I'm up for it.
That's the cabaret.
Brilliant.
Till Christmas.
Anything else you want to mention, or do you think
I think that covered. If we can cover
60%
of those,
and the
that's
last
brilliant.
thing is what your production is for your 70th anniversary year. What is it?
Yeah. What it?
Out of order.
Well, yes, it is. I suppose we would call it. We'll have to call it that. Right, it's out of order. It's on the 17th of October at the Little Theatre, and it's a Westminster farce by Ray Cooney.
Right.
And should I mention I'm available for pantomime?
My notes.
Thank you. So we've got a lot to get through. So what we'll do now is we'll start it. And then remember, when you hear this back, hopefully I won't have to edit too much out, because as I said, I won't be talking in between. And you'll get, instead the Allo music, a little bit of the scene from that too, sort of interspersed within it. We'll do that after.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We've got an idea of what we can do on that.
Lovely. I'm so pleased I didn't drive off. I got it on. I sent you an email, and then I was like, I've been waiting here 10 minutes, and then I thought, right, I've got to go now. I've got to get back to Blackburn, and then I wrote, found a number, and it was for the box office for the number. So I left a garbled message there saying, can you pass a message on to David saying I'm going to go now? And I just thought, I'm sure I saw someone walking here though.
I can assure you he did go out 2 or 3 times, but he wasn't looking for the van.
Oh, that's why.
We haven't thought it through.
No, it's fine. I'm really pleased that there's 5 of you here on a Monday morning, actually. Thank you for turning on. It's really good. Right, okay, so 1, 2, 3. It's recording, it's working. So, hello, I'm David Baxter.
Hello, I'm David Baxter, and I'm a member of the Windmill Players in Thornton Cleveland. Now, I joined the Windmill Players in 1967 when I was 17 years old. This was at the instigation of the Chief Superintendent of Typists, for whom I worked at that time, a woman I admired completely. The Windmill Players actually originated in 1946 in the Church Hall, Meadows Avenue, Thornton. It stayed there until 2001 when it moved to the Thornton Little Theatre near to Four Lane Ends. And over the years we've produced 3 full-length plays every year. We're approaching, in fact, in October this year, which is our 70th anniversary, our 212th play. It's a Westminster farce, it's by Ray Cooney, and it's called Out of Order. Casting for that will take place next week. Here we are now, however, in our studio, near to the Little Theatre. We've been here for just over a year now. It's been massively modernised since we first moved in. It used to be the job centre, the back office of the job centre. And all the unemployed of Thornton, I'm sure, will recommend this to all their friends. It's a brilliant place. We have a studio, we have a wardrobe room, and behind where I'm sitting now, not that you can see that, is a magnificent workshop which is run by Stephen Cummins, our designer.
Hello, I'm Stephen.
Hello, I'm Stephen Cummins, and I do the design work in the workshop. With the design work, what I do is I liaison with the director of the play before we start, and I try and take the ideas and the plans from the director and I put them down on paper first, and the director will approve it, and we then go ahead, and there's a team of 5 of us and we work together and make the set. Obviously along the way the directors come in, have a look. There may be changes along the way, which is a non-common. We try to avoid them, but you do get them, so we work around them. We have about a 4-month period to put a set together, which is hopefully unique. Sometimes they're a bit different, sometimes completely different. I think the hardest one we had was Under Milk Wood, where we had to build a several layered stage. The paintwork one, it was very intricate, but it came off brilliantly, and it was very well appreciated. And so far I've had quite a few acclaims for me sets by various people, so I think I'm doing a good job, and I do enjoy it.
And where'd you get all your props and things from? Did you beg, borrow and steal them?
Well, mostly we make for each play, because we haven't got the storage space that we could do with if we wanted to store everything. What we do is we take everything apart and we just make it as we go along. So each play we just make up what we need. And the design work, I mean, I'm helped probably from an engineering background, though I haven't been in engineering for many years. And that seems to help. I think most trades blend together when you get working, so that's where we come from.
Excellent, thank you. Right, okay. Just tell me a little bit about why you joined the Windmill Players and how it's accessible to everybody to join. If anybody wants to join, you're not a closed group. I think that's important. Even though you're celebrating 70 years and you've all been together for a long time, you all know each other, you always welcome new people. Because then that's, you know, behind the scenes and in front.
And then do you want me to go into the Allo celebration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Di Timmins, and I've been with Windmill Plays for about 5 or 6 years now, mainly directing, sometimes writing and occasionally performing. The thing about Windmill Players, and the reason why I joined in the first place, is that it's a very inclusive kind of group, in the sense that there are many ways in which you can get involved in it, both in the plays that go on in the main theatre, and also the additional newer things that go on, such as film group and murder mysteries and so on. And it's a group that's open to everybody. It's just a question of getting in contact through the secretary and then coming down and talking to people and joining on that basis with a view to what your particular interests are.
I believe on Saturday you're doing something quite special for the people who've supported you.
On Saturday we're having this special occasion afternoon tea for our patrons who are very loyal to us and come to 3 performances every year. And what we're doing is taking over a local church hall and making it into, well, it would have been Cafe Rene, but there's been a little bit of a problem with an unexploded boom, and therefore we're having to go to the church hall. And we're going to give them afternoon tea, and there's going to be an entertainment with some of the characters from Allo, and also some musical entertainment. This is linking up to the fact that about 4 years ago I directed Allo as my first full-length play. and it went down very well, and that's why we've decided to resurrect it for this patrons afternoon tea to say thank you for all their support.
So they're in for a bit of a surprise, are they?
Oh, I think so, yes. There's quite a lot of running about involved and some appalling French accents. We hope they'll love it.
Excellent, thank you. Right, that's brilliant. If you could both now say your names, that would be great, and mention what you do here, and then we can both talk about the film club between you, all right? So, hello.
Hello, my name's John Davis and I'm connected with the Windmill Players film group, which happens every Tuesday evening in the studio.
Hi, I'm Steve Pennington. I, along with John, run the film workshop on a Tuesday evening.
And also, looking at your overalls now, you help with the set and the stage management, I believe, between you, don't you?
Yeah, it's very much hands-on, so just get on with it, you know. What we haven't got to try and make. like Steve, you know, we have to sort of compromise and work around it, you know.
So tell us about the film club. Is this a relatively new addition to the Windmill Players' work that they do?
Yes, it's been going approximately a year, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to regenerate interest in performing and the theatre and things like that, where young people can't experience film. You know, they've got the opportunity which they wouldn't have anywhere else to come and perform and be in a film and learn the skills that entails.
So this is about making film, not sitting down watching it.
No,
then?
we make them.
No, we make them. They can rehearse and they can learn the technical aspects of shooting a film, acting in front of a lens rather than a theatre full of people. So they get the different techniques of film acting, where it's a bit more scaled down, and it gives them a different insight into film acting on a set, which you can have different sets every week, you know, different lighting techniques. So it just gives them a variety of acting, as they can do theatre acting or they can do film acting as well, you know.
And when's that?
Tuesday nights.
So if you could say, and that anyone's welcome to that, it's Tuesday.
And anybody is welcome to come along and have a try a bit, either as crew or as cast, and you know, read for a part and try their acting abilities.
So if you could just now say that's every Tuesday night at what time?
That's every Tuesday at 7:30.
Tram Sunday.
Tram Sunday.
I'm not mentioning that.
Do you want murder mystery as well?
No, because you kind of covered murder mystery, so we won't go into depth with that.
Right, okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah,
because
so just Tram Sunday.
Yeah. Also, I believe you're getting involved in the big Tram Sunday event taking place in Fleetwood.
We're involved in Tram Sunday, mainly through the Spare Parts Arts Festival side of it, and we're taking over a tram. We're not quite sure which tram till we get there, but we are taking over a tram, and we're doing a little entertainment that just runs for about 6 or 7 minutes, so that people can just pause and watch and move on. And it's slightly silly. There's singing. There are lots of people playing children who are really far too old to be in shorts at all. And it's just a little thing about Fleetwood and holidays and buckets and spades and just generally a bit daft. And this is just one of the offsprings of the smaller things which Windmill Players do, as well as the 3 main theatre events over the year. We do other things as they come and as we are invited to do them.
Excellent. Is there anything that anyone else wants to say that you may think you've left out?
I just think all the activities that the Windmill Players undertake are to include the local population, and that's what we're trying to do. We're making it a community organisation where we reach out to the community.
You know the film club which you invite people to come along to. I think I asked this in October. You do the plays every year and you invite people to audition, but do you do any kind of, like you do the film technique, do you do any kind of drama classes here?
No.
No.
Why not? What? Why?
The reason that we don't do drama classes within the main theme of it is because the people who get involved in that have got some background to drama anyway. They're not absolute novices. The novices that we've got tend to be coming people into the film club.
But then do those people, for example, like it and then end up maybe perhaps wanting to
That's
join
the
us.
idea.
So it's the
So it's
confidence
integrated
thing.
within
We do
Windmill
do
Players.
Put them in front of the camera is
Yeah.
quite scary too.
Yeah.
Do you, but when you do the rehearsals, obviously, do you do then improvisational classes and
Yes,
things
at the
around
beginning,
it?
at the front end of the
Yeah.
rehearsals.
Brilliant.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of the people who we do get novices who come to join the theatre side of it,
Yeah.
and then they will go in sort of on small parts.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking of
What's
people.
the age group roughly though that you get, or does it
That's
completely
part
depend?
of the problem.
22 upwards.
19, Luke.
Right.
Yeah.
But
The younger generation is a problem because then
Mm.
you would have to have a full-time sort of chaperone really
Right.
for
So
under
it's
Two
18.
youngest members are actual drama students,
Are they?
and each of them have just taken their drama qualifications and have done very well in
Brilliant.
them. So, as I say, most of the people who are coming have got some background.
Right. Could we perhaps end it with something like you've just said? I like that, as far as the main thing about the Windmill Players is that we've lasted 70 years. We're going to last another 70 years
Absolutely.
because we want, you know,
We're reaching out.
Brilliant. Young people.
we're wanting
Yeah,
to bring
I'll
people
do
all
that.
the
I'll
time.
talk about the
Yeah?
community involvement then.
That would be
Um,
great. So I'll let you start with.
Yeah, okay.
Whilst we're celebrating 70
Mhm.
years this year, we're looking to the future now.
Yes, so 70 years up to now, but the future is always ahead of us. And so what are we doing that's different? Well, one of the main changes over the last few years is for us to get really involved in the community. Although the core of what we do is the 3 main plays per year, we now perform in libraries once a year with the murder mystery. We help at Tram Sunday. We have got the film club that's been mentioned, but also importantly, we're linked with Friends of Thornton Windmill, with the Friends of the Museum in Fleetwood, and even with the North Euston, and represent historic characters in and around the district, showing the history of Thornton, Fleetwood and Cleveleys. People who come to join us get an opportunity to participate in not only the major plays, but also the smaller one-off activities that we're doing. And this encourages more and more people to know something about the Windmill Players and to see that we're making what we hope is a valuable community contribution for now and for the long-term future of the group.
Perfect, that's
Good.
brilliant, well done.
Well,
so
we're
what
professionals.
I think, I know, I can tell.
One take.
What I'll do with that end
Mm,
bit is
mm.
that can be like
Maybe
a
we get
news
paid.
bulletin clip.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
nice, and also I can get a news bulletin clip out of what you've said about Tram Sunday as well for Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you very, very much. I've got more than enough there.
Right,
Hope
lovely.
I don't have to edit.
So you don't need a piece
A
from
lot
Allo
out.
then?
You might be able to slip this in.
I will.
More,
Yeah.
more is best.
Well,
Come
if
on,
you do, there's 2 bits that we could quickly
That's
do.
small.
There's
Yeah,
there's
do
a French
something
man
now.
who speaks in broken English and French to
Yeah.
introduce it, and there is this lady who is Fanny, who is complaining
You know, it
about
would be
his
nice
singing.
if you could just completely improvise and just go, hello, we are from the Windmill Players. And then I
Okay.
could start it with that really cornily.
Right.
Go on, Mark.
And then you could perhaps say, well, come and see our play, remember to contact us, something like that. That'd
All
be
right.
great.
I'll start
I
it
know, that is really
Okay.
Let me have a think.
Oh, you
Right.
walk around and get into character. I
Right.
won't.
I'll be walking.
I'll do a rehearse to get people into it, and then we'll see what happens. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Nous sommes le Windmill Players.
All right, that's brilliant. Can you do that again because I wasn't recording? 1, 2, 3.
I was.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Nous sommes le Windmill Players et nous mettons en représentation at the Little Theatre in Thornton, Cleveleys. Soon we will have our main play. Our main play is Allo, Allo. And in this play, our director, Di Timmins, plays the part of Fanny LaFan. Here she now is. Oh, hello, Fanny LaFan. I know that you don't like the singing of your daughter.
Edith? Edith! She is a dreadful singer. What a noise! I must go and stuff my ears with cheese. Camembert, I find, is the best.
I I know the song that she was going to sing. It is, oh, welcome to my cafe. Welcome all my friends.
No! Be quiet, you horrible man.
It is not that I am in tune.
You are not.
You don't like the words. I can change the words. Buongiorno tutta vina, nous sommes ici pour le go.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well done. Well done. Thank you. It's just going to be a nice little 2 minutes.
Portugal
So
won.
Saturday morning at some point.
That will go
I don't think
on
that was good.
Saturday morning, and depending what else comes in, bulk of things come in for the weekend on Thursday and Friday. So depending on what comes in, I'll try and make it so it's on, because the breakfast programme on Saturday morning is from 6 to